Hello, everybody. Hello, Vicky. Yay, you are here. You are here. So good to have you. Hi, Anne. Hi, Mum. Yes, it is cold here too. It is very cold. Could you guys just let me know if you can hear me okay? Because for some reason, I don't know. I just got a feedback going through my phone. So can you just let me know if you can hear me? That would be really helpful. Yes, well, welcome everybody. Hope you are all doing well from a very cold New Zealand. Yep, you're hearing me good. Thanks, Mum. Freezing there too, Vicky. Oh, that's something for Aussie. Hi, Monica. Hello, good to have you. Yes, I've had the fire going on all day. I think our max got here was 10 today, eh? It was about 10 or
Something
11.
like that, yeah.
And Rich had to go over. It's even cold in Queensland. Oh, that says a lot. Okay, come on, Monica. What's your cold? Let's compare colds.
19.
Although, yeah, 19, 20. Although I think Anne takes the prize. Maybe Mum will take the prize. Hi, Leslie Ann. Yeah, we're just all comparing what is actually cold. Well, we almost didn't have a live. Hi, Lisa. We almost didn't have a live today because my
Yeah, you would have had a live.
I would have had a live, but I would have had to do a different project.
Yeah, it's better.
My box with my stuff that I ordered in the middle of May got stuck at customs for about a week or 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And yeah, chasing that up with Stamping Up, and it only arrived this afternoon. So, right. So what does Monica say? 10, and you're getting the snow. We had the snow from down south. We had a bit of snow. Yes, so lots of cold weather. So yes,
So paper arrived at
so
the last
paper
minute?
arrived at 4:30 this afternoon, but I had a backup plan. I've got a very dear friend of mine down the road who also uses Stamping Up, and I messaged her this morning, Cheryl, if you're watching, thank you for being my backup. And I said, Cheryl, do you have the beautiful gallery paper? I need one sheet. And so we agreed. If my courier hadn't arrived by 5, I was going to run over and get some, but yeah, had some. Yes, indeed. Welcome winter. Well, where are we now? 10th of June. So online exclusive pre-orders for all demos have been available for a week. Your mountains are all white with snow. Excellent. I just want to let you all know we have a heavy rain warning for tonight, starting from now. So hopefully it doesn't become too unbearable. But yeah, we'll just carry on. Hopefully it doesn't drown out the noise. -1 and foggy and frosty. Yeah, we had fog all day today, and we had frost on Sunday. Hey, Sunday was very cold.
You'd be cross.
Okay, let's head over to my desk then, and we're going to be playing with the designer series paper from Beautiful Galleries. As I said, I was waiting for my box to arrive, and I was like, what am I going to do tonight? And I thought, you know what? Let me just use a full sheet of paper and see what we can do. So it's actually a Z fun fold, and I'm having a bit of a play with the totes notes and totes. And then I'm thought it would use the full sheet. So that is your 6-inch of DSP that's completely used, with a fun little detail with a little bag in there with some tags, using the old tag die with some nice messages for somebody. This one I was stamping when it was 1 degree. Sending warm wishes. So I just thought we could have a bit of fun with this. I have done some of the die cutting. I will do the die for the tote bag with you ladies. Everything else I've pre-done, and then I'll just stamp along with you. So what I need to know from you is whether or not you want me to use the same paper, or do we go with the autumn field? I sort of there's a story. You see, the story is that her scarf went flying in the wind, and she was having a beach day on a cold winter's day. So that was my story. So do we stay with the same story, or do we go with the meadow? which of those two. Pop your preference, and then I will follow your lead. And while I'm waiting to hear what you ladies would like to see, I'll just get my bits and pieces out. Like the same. Okay, Mum says she wants the same. Anybody else want to see the same?
Meadow. Meadow.
Meadow for Vicky. Okay, we add a draw.
Neck on neck.
Running neck and neck. All right, whoever votes next is going to determine which way we go. The scarf flew away in the meadow. Yes, exactly, Vicky. Meadow. Okay. All right. Sorry, Mum. You outvoted. Okay, let's go with the meadow. All right. So she's been to the beach and she's now walking out in the meadow winds. Okay. She's been to the beach and she is now either going home along this gorgeous autumn landscape. So pretty. I love this paper. Okay, I decided to use some very vanilla. It's just a standard card base that I use, and we're just going to do a Z card. Those of you that are experienced card makers know it just means just turning. It's actually a really simple fun fold for beginners, this one. Okay, so there's your Z, nice and easy. And these strips, I'm going to be cutting it at 2 inches and leaving the 4 because this is, of course, 6 by 6. So let's cut the 2. And I think I need to trim them off both ever so slightly. So let's just bring them back in here. I just want to check it because my card is like 14.8 mils. And I want more sky than I want grass. So let's just bring it in there. Oh, no, I'll do it one at a time. 14.8 and 14.8. Okay. I just realized what I've just done.
You should have trimmed it the other direction.
I know, this one's fine.
What?
I didn't leave my fold. Oh, you muppet, Bernie. Okay, right. Well, we can do this one. And oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll make a plan. Oh my goodness.
One of those days, is it?
Oh my goodness. As I cut it, I thought, oh no, I wasn't supposed to have done that. Okay, so I'm actually just bringing this as close to the end here as I can get. Let's see how we can salvage this, because I am wondering, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to stick this back. You're not even going to know it. I'm going to stick this back with some tear and tape. And we are going to be the only ones that are going to know that. Right, where is my tear and tape on? Because, of course, I needed the length so that I can fold that over on the top. That wasn't very intelligent, was it now? Okay. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's done this. Okay. Oh, why is that not sticking? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. So this tear and tape hasn't picked up the glue. How fascinating. All right, I'm just going to... I did a workshop on Saturday, and a lot of my supplies obviously were used. I do wonder if maybe this has been pulled different to what it should have been pulled. All right, just give me a minute. I just want to put this back, and we'll just stick that back slowly. Yeah, it's interesting. This tear and tape's almost separating Never ever had that happen before. Fascinating. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that at the bottom. You know what? Here we go. All right. We can always put some die cuts of wheat or something on that so that we can, yeah, just disguise the join. Maybe it's the cold. It could be, Monica. It could be. Yep. All right. So what do I want to do? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and make sure that it's lining up at the bottom and give it a slight bend like that. And then I'm going to score it on that line. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is another teachable moment. Well, I didn't want to waste it. I did not want to waste my precious paper. I've already gone through a pack on the first lot. Excellent. There we go. There's my little ledge that I was after. A bit of glue on that. And pop that on the end. Is it raining over your end as well, Leslie Ann? Or is it just the Bay of Plenty that's getting this heavy rain warning tonight?
Yeah, it's Waikato as well.
Waikato.
They've got a big old rain warning
Hawaii
notice,
as well. Oh, actually. Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Oh, nice. Look at our meadow coming on so pretty. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to do some blending. So I'm having a play with my cloud cover. My cloud cover, I think I might have one of the dodgy ones. I'm not sure. Let's see how we go. I was experimenting with it and I thought, ooh, it's a very interesting color. Whole of Waikato and parts of Falkland as well. Okay. All right. So I'm just bringing in some stormy cloud cover. Very much is echoing our weather at the moment. Okay, so what was she doing when she was walking down the meadow? She was very melancholic day that she was having. Oh, scarf went for a bit of a fly on the gate. So mine's very grey, bluey. Is that what it's meant to be? If I compare it to the paper above it, it's like, yeah, okay. So let's bring in that fence. So if you ladies don't know the Notes and Totes, this is the stamp. And then it's got these cute little dies that go with it. So we've got a scarf and we've got all the trims, and this actually cuts a fence. This is the tote bag with all the different trims for it. Bottles, handles, seashells, lotion, notebooks, sunglasses. It's actually very, very cute. But I cut this out of the wood. I cut the wood pieces out of crumb cake because Rich says I'd spend too much time cutting. So I'm trying to spend a bit less time cutting. So are we doing the fence? Oh, I feel that might ruin my field. Are we doing the fence on the inside, or shall we put the fence? Sorry, is fence on the outside, or shall we put the fence on the inside? And while you are deciding where the fence should go, I just want to age it a little bit. Whispering sweet poetry in the wind. Yes, I like that. She could be spending time with the Lord. Absolutely. I love that. What else is she doing? You must be the only one that doesn't have notes and totes. I quite thought I liked it because it's 3D, Becky. I like anything that makes 3Ds.
You've got 3 votes for inside.
3 votes for inside.
4 votes for inside.
Okay, sounds like we're going in. Okay. So I'm just putting some pecan pie onto my fence. And I'm now also going to bring in some mossy meadow. And I'm just going to put in a little bit of mossy meadow here and there around the fence to sort of make it look like there's some moss. Okay. You don't have it either, Anne. It's a cute one. I think it is one that you, yeah, I don't know that it's necessarily one that everybody would be drawn to, but I quite like it because it's 3D.
There's quite a few of your friends who don't have it, notes and totes yet.
Okay. It's got these little bits that are sort of loose. I'm just going to glue that down. Oopsie, oopsie. Come back, come back. All right. Long one. Okay. I need some suggestions on things to watch. We were watching, what did we start watching?
Heist.
We watched Diamond Heist last week, which is based on a true story of the heist of the Millennial Diamond at the Millennial Dome.
De Beers
in
De
the
Beers Millennium Diamond at the Millennium Dome in London in 2000.
There we go. There we go. Very, very good. So we watched that. That was very, very good. And then we watched the thing of Obama. Osama bin Laden. That was also really, really good. And then we watched something last night, but it was so full of F-bombs that we've got a 15-minute rule. And we like, if it's disgusting within the first 15 minutes, we call it quits. And we didn't even
last 5 minutes.
We didn't even last 5 minutes, did we now? Yeah.
Just every second, third sentence was if this, if that.
Thing.
Just don't make.
What is? I don't know.
Anyway.
So do you ladies have any good movies for us at the moment to watch?
Yeah, so these are all on Netflix. We only have one streaming service, which is Netflix.
Yeah. Okay, so these my friends. So see the difference? See the difference? The can you see the colors? I don't know if you can pick that up. Do we Prime Amazon Watch? No. Wild at Heart. Mum, don't you know about the Wild at Heart? My mom might know something about that. I don't know if you can pick up those colors, ladies, that I just put on the blending there. They actually look really pretty. So I've die cut her scarf, and I'm now going to, I thought I'd stamp it something bright like Calypso Coral, because even though it's a very dreary autumn day out there, she's got a bit of personality, this lady. So we're going to do some Calypso Coral bright scarf and pop her flowers. We'll come back with the Calypso Coral. It's makes me think it's very 70s. Okay, so let's pop that on the, sort of got stuck in the wind there. The wind grabbed it off while she was reading her William Shakespeare, and it whipped into this pole. I do hope she finds it. Okay. Now,
So Wild at Heart is about a UK vet,
I feel
and the
like,
family go to South Africa and they help run a game reserve.
why does it feel familiar?
It does feel familiar, eh?
Have we read a book on it?
Sure, somewhere in the line.
Is that what Mum's saying, or is that Vicky?
No, Vicky.
Yeah, no, we got that. Why does it feel familiar? Oh, that wasn't good stamping. Hold on, let's try that again. That's just some Daffodil Delight. Oops. On my son. Okay, let's do this tote. So the tote, I'm using some of this, what is that paper called? It is called, sorry, ladies. Hold on, let me look. Where's my mic gone? Oh, there it is. Sorry, my mic's broken. Woven textures, okay? My little lapel on my mic is broken, so it's sitting on my desk. So if you don't hear me that clearly, please tell me. So I'm gonna get the little die for the tote, and I'm gonna go and run this. Oh, though I'm looking, that's cutting it very fine. I'm gonna run this quickly through my cut and emboss machine. All right. Okay, let's do that. Wild at Heart, that's bothering me now. I feel like I've either read it or I've seen it. My mom not commenting on it.
She hasn't seen it.
She hasn't seen it?
No.
Okay. Okay, so let me show you this. Let's just move everything out the way so you can actually see this tote. So it has these score lines that, Lovey, do me a favor. Just in that white thing there next to the printer are some totes. Oh, they're not there. No, they're not there. Never mind. No, I was going to say I can show the ladies what they look like. So you can actually make these into little totes. Hi, Margaret. Hello. You can actually make these little totes as in little bags. You just cut two of them and you join them on the seams, but I am doing it flat today. So I'm just going to trim off this part and tuck in that. And I am going to put my glue on those tabs and then have it stand up like that. But yeah, if you do make it 3D, I was actually making these when Rich was in his surgery. I had pre-cut them and I had tear and tape on them, and I just sat assembling.
I remember you doing that.
Yeah, sat assembling tote bags while you remember me assembling them in surgery. Hi, and Lisa's saying hi to Margaret, because we all know each other from Ruth's lives.
Yeah, I remember you assembling them.
So here, look at this. Isn't that cute? It just gives you a gorgeous 3D
beautiful
little picture.
Cute.
So Margaret, we're just assembling a scene of this lady that's gone into this meadow. She's either gone reading her poetry, but it's a very windy afternoon where she is. That's our story. All right, I'm just getting my bits that I cut out. I just want to see, what did I do in my original? Oh, yeah, I didn't use the bottom, but okay. So probably adhesive sheets is not a bad idea for if you're going to do a lot of these. So these little guys these are a seam, so they fit onto the seam. Oops, getting glue on my hand. Yeah. That doesn't want to cooperate. And then this one at the bottom. It's such a cute die this. So this is just one of the handle options. There is another handle option that's quite cute as well. So here we've got our tote bag. It's really cute. Now I want to stamp my little sentiments. So I just used my very, very old tag. You'll recognize this. What is it called? Tailor-made tags. Okay, so this one, I think it is the big one that says sending warm wishes. It's going to go on there. Okay. Sending warm wishes. Okay, and I'm going to bring my little flower. And I might actually do it on this side as well, because we need all the summer vibes we can get. So that one's done. What have I just done with my tags, love? There they are. Okay, that one I want to say, just a note. Okay, and we'll bring our flower back. All right, and then the last one says exclusive made for you. And that one's a little bit too small for the flower. Okay, let's bring ribbon in. I can actually move all of this out the way now. So the ribbon I'm using is just what I had in my stash. Some of this polka dot ribbon that I had that I just thought tied in with the fibers beautifully of my tote bag, because I wanted that whole feel that it's, sort of the same vibe and fibers. Okay. Now, do you ladies put your round bit through the thing, or do you put your individual ones through? I always find myself probably doing it the other way around to which it should go. Okay, let's pop that through. And of course, when you've got a thick ribbon like this, just always remember to pull the individual strands of your ribbon, otherwise you'll tear that hole. Okay, now we've got our first one. Nice. So it can go in. Now the second one. Mum's saying Wild at Heart was filmed at Den Afric Lodge near Broederstroom. Oh, you do it the way I do it, Anne. Yes. I don't know if there's a right or a wrong way to do it. Uh-oh, I'm not pulling thread. I'm just wondering. And when is your surgery? I know you said on Ruth's chat that it's coming up towards the end of June. Do you have a date for it yet? Okay. Rounded end first gives it a neat finish. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I had to think about that first. Right, and one last piece. You do it every time.
Different.
Different every time. Well, you keep it interesting, eh, Monica? The 24th, okay. Is it just a day procedure that you're going in for, or are you overnighting? Okay. Oh, I think I might have cut this too short. Oh dear. Oh, I feels like this one's cut too short. Okay, tag pull, tag pull. Only just made it. Brilliant. Okay, I think we're almost there. Oh no, we've still got the front bit to do. Okay, so there's our little tags there. We'll have to cover that up. We'll make that work. Okay, and there's, oh, she's bulky. She's a lot bulkier than the first one. That's interesting. That is so fascinating. This one doesn't feel so bulky. I wonder what that's about. Okay, last bit. I need to get some acetate for my circle. And I'm just going to cut that out of a 1 3/4 inch punch so that you can't see it. Or window sheets. And then I like to put a little bit of my Stamping Seal Plus on it because then you don't actually see it. And we will put that over here in the middle. What did I think of doing? I had something ready just in case you ladies. Oh, you know what I feel like doing? Okay, I've got one or two choices. I either fussy cut these flowers, or I have some of my wild Helleborus on my desk, or I put some Helleborus on. So what do we do, ladies? Do we actually put some real flowers on like this? Or do I die cut, fussy cut one of those out? Let me know. Let me know what you, just the day, Anne. Oh, you're going to stay in Dunedin the night. Okay. All right then. Very good. I'll pop that in my diary to remember to be praying for you. Okay, so what's Mum? Oh, he was saying the house was made for the series and given distress look to make a look at. Oh, for the TV series, yes. All right, ladies. So what are we doing? Am I fussy cutting or am I putting my dried Helleborus flowers on? Any thoughts? Will I start fussy cutting so long? Fussy cut. Yeah, I also thought fussy cut. Let's see how we go with that.
If you're going to post it, you have to fussy cut.
Well, it's quite bulky, actually. I think it's the kind of card I'd give in person. Goodness, I've actually stopped posting a lot. Our postage has gone up quite a lot. I used to post out birthday, handmade birthday cards to every single one of my clients for my clinic work. And this year, with the postage going up so high, I've stopped. So I only give my clients birthday cards if I see them around their birthdays. And I give my craft ladies that come to my classes. I'm just going to cut this. It's a bit too. But yeah. Leslie Ann, was it you that said it was cheaper to post something to the States? Or where did you post your pen pal? And it was a lot cheaper. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. So let's put some. Actually, I'm going to put some dimensionals onto that. Yeah, that's such a pity. Because one way that I could make use of, doing a lot of my cards, getting a lot of my cards sent away. But yeah, it's really too expensive now. No, it won't go in the mail. $2.30. That's right, and $2.30. I know. Okay, so I just want to quickly put some dimensionals on. I might take this off. I won't do it now, but I might take this off and add some die cuts behind that. I feel like it needs something foliage-wise, but Rich is yawning next to me. So we've been going 35, and I usually try not to go longer than 30 or 40 minutes on a Tuesday night with everybody. So that is what I'm thinking. I might pop a thing of just an updated photo of it, but I feel like it needs some foliage out there. But let's take a look at what the finished card looks like. So we have her walking through the meadow, and suddenly her scarf takes flight and lands on the wooden fence while, that looks a bit odd there now, while she unpacks her little tote bag with all her lovely letters, sending warm wishes, just a note, and exclusively made for you. Just a cute little, yeah, and I'll pop some DSP onto that, and just a fun way of using your DSP. And then of course we have the sea scene over there. Oh, thank you. I agree, and I also think it needs something. So I'll die cut that, and I'll pop a photo on my page as to the updated. I think $3.90 to the States. It's so much cheaper going overseas, isn't it? So much cheaper. Thank you, Monica. Yes, it was a fun card. It was just wanted to do something with the DSP of the pieces I had left. So just thought, well, let's just play with that. So thank you. Thank you, Vicky. Very kind of you. And lovely having you here live. You're looking for reward to go to Ruth's class. Looking forward to going to Ruth's class on this week. Yes, I'm going to it as well. So hence I had to get the extra paper because I'd used all of mine. All right, ladies. So you got some ideas to go and look up for movies to watch? We'll see.
Sure, we'll find something.
We'll find something. Okay. No, that's all good. We got the gist. All right. We thank you so much, everybody. Please don't forget, give a thumbs up. We really do appreciate the support. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for joining us. And we will catch you all next week. So have a good week, everybody. Lovely having you all crafting along with me. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.